deceptive than an obvious fact. Logic, contrary to popular opinion, is not an exotic skill. It does not belong exclusively to men like me. Notes have been provided for your table. You may make notes as you wish. The truth, when it appears, shall be neat, reasonable, and announced. Trust your instincts, but not too much. If you play your part well, you may see things that others do not. And if you're very good, you may even begin to believe you're solving it alongside me. Are we all in?
Yes.
Shall we begin?
Yes.
Then I invite all of you here inside the Mystery of Greye Manor.
We are gathered here today at Greye Manor to honour the memory of Sir Stirling Grey, lord of this manor and a pillar of this community, known for his generosity, a husband to the late, much missed Amelia, whose absence still grieves his family, and more recently to Lady Sapphire, who shared his later years. We will now hear from his friend the Colonel.
Thank you, Reverend. I have chosen a passage from the Book of Lamentations. Woe to the man who walks in the shadows of his own making. Woe to the man who washes his hands clean, though they are washed in the blood of nations. Sir Stirling Grey was a complex man, a man who offered me aid in my darkest hour. He gave me guns, ammunition, supplies, crates that arrived in the dead of night. I saw him as a saviour, a benefactor of the war, a man of honour. What I learned years later, that those same crates, those same weapons were being sold to the enemy. He built his empire on the bones of the fallen. May he find peace in death that he never allowed in life.
Thank you, Colonel. Very enlightening. Now, a piece of music chosen by the family to respect on the spirit of adventure and courage that Sir Stirling has. Please, if you would, Mrs. Tibbs. Good heavens, Tibbs!
Something's still lost, we're cold! Turn it off! I was listening to the boys. Yes, the Cicero! Not a nightclub! There's nothing wrong with it! Turn it off! That's better.
Perhaps we'll continue without the music.
That's a wise decision.
And now Lady Sapphire would like to share a few words.
understood loyalty, a man who rewarded those who served him well and dealt swiftly with those who did not. He was misunderstood by so many, but I knew the truth. He did what needed to be done for this family, for this house, and for our legacy. Rest well, my darling. Your work is not finished, but I will finish it for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the family warmly invites you to join them in the manor for light refreshments. Should you wish to make a donation to Sir Sterling's memory, contributions can be made to this Grey Family Charity Fund. Thank you for your attendance today. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Sir Sterling Grey.
Well, Watson, not one sincere tear in the room.
You say that at every funeral.
That is because I'm usually correct. But I'm beginning to see why you invited me onto this case. There's a real possibility that Sir Sterling's death was not natural.
Yes, I said when I was approached that something felt off. I knew there'd be something that would spark your interest.
Oh, Watson, you know me so well. The game's afoot.
Business associate of the late Sir Sterling. People know life.
Oh, ladies. Sterling and I made fortunes together. He had a vision and a willingness to take risks. Big risks. Explosive risks. Oh, I do hope this relationship with the family firm will continue.
Don't you think you've profited enough?
Oh, one can never have enough, Sapphire. You know that more than anybody.
Miss Ruby Red, actress and close friend of Lady Sapphire. Let's hope she can get through this without help.
Oh, Sterling was everything to me. He funded my first play, said that I had potential. I'll never forget the things he gave me to help me relax.
Dr. Cedric Chestnut, psychiatrist to several members of the household. Keeper of the asylum, supplier of therapy.
Ladies, Sterling supplied many patients to my care. Some willingly, some less so. But he valued my work.
He values your discretion.
Yes, that too.
Professor Mulberry, inventor and scientific collaborator. Let's hope he didn't make the punch.
Sterling funded my research. He believed in progress. Even when others called it dangerous, he used to tell me, Mulberry, if it works, it's genius. And if it doesn't, bury it.
Colonel Chester Coleman, long-time associate and killer.
Ladies, Sir Sterling saved my life and ruined it. I'm here today because of him and what he asked me to do. But that is my cross to bear.
Reverend Moira Moss, officiant on today's service.
I hope the service was to your liking, my lady, and I do hope that the church gets its continued support from the family. Thank you very much.
Panhandle, celebrity chef and schoolmate of the late Amelia Gray. I've heard the canopies are to die for.
Sir Sterling always loved my cooking. He said it was addictive. I thought he meant the flavour, but you'd never be quite sure with Sterling. He introduced me to Doug. You know, his knowledge of plants is quite profound.
We will have about your restaurant project at some time.
Miss Iris Ivory, Nancy, and the children.
Sir Sterling was a very busy man, but he always made time for me, and I appreciate everything he's done for me.
Lady Sapphire, Sterling was my dearest friend's husband. Amelia adored him. I do hope the children inherit her kindness and not his ambition. Lady Grey, I mourn Amelia today as much as I do Sterling. I do hope the children will be protected.
Of course they will. From everyone who means them harm.
But there's some people who are only here to stir trouble.
Hello, Henry. Still practicing your manners?
No need. I was born perfect.
Granny, can we still play with his secret roots?
Yes, of course you can.
He said we must never tell anyone what we saw. We can keep secrets really well.
You two can keep a secret with a tattoo on your foreheads.
We keep plenty of secrets, just not boring ones.
Boring? Your entire personality is a beige. Well, they'll only let you in those rooms because they know you're too stupid to understand what you saw.
Oh, Henry, you really should try to be kinder. You all should try to get on much better.
Iris, don't tell my son what to do.
Come along, girls, let's go find some little fun to do.
Yes, behave now. Be good. Judge Harper, long-time friend of the family, and as crooked as they come.
Sterling was a man of true conviction. I know I've presided over most of them, but hopefully never to your advantage.
Ah, Mr. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. John Watson.
We were invited by Lady Grey, and of course, to pay our respects.
I don't recall inviting amateur detectives.
Mother, are you afraid they're going to find out your secrets?
Enough! Henry, go find somebody else for God. Go! No, Mr. Holmes. Sherlock, there is nothing else for us to hide. Please make yourself at home.
What's the matter, Sapphire? You look concerned all of a sudden. You don't have anything to hide, do you, dear? I hope not to find anything untoward.
No, you would love that, wouldn't you? I was never good enough for your darling boy.
No, you never were, and you never would be. And if I was you, I would watch your back. Listen.
Sterling, he had a talent for business. He could make money appear out of thin air.
Oh, disappear, Russet. You know, he used to fund my laboratory and then demand the sauce I couldn't ethically produce.
He owes everyone something. Money, favours, silence.
You kept files, you know, on all of us.
Files? That sounds intriguing. Pleased to meet you. I'm Sherlock.
You're joking, Mr. Holmes, the infamous detective!
The great detective. Oh, and he even wears the hat. How positively thrilling.
Yes.
Tell me, Holmes, you want a case? I bet you'll uncover more than one.
The railway disappearance was my favourite story.
They're not stories. They're factual accounts of the case of soul.
Sorry, you are?
Dr. John Watson? Mr. Watson, a pleasure to meet you. I've read all your novels. They really do capture the reader's attention. You've created a legend for the public.
Well, I guess it can't be too hard to write all the stories when all the hard work's been done by a true genius.
Oh, you'd be surprised what goes unseen by the great Sherlock Holmes and his partner who solved them together.
Well, don't have to be worried if you're stood next to the right man, do you?
You're the man who writes it all down. Being next to genius must be good for you.
Tell me, I think you should ask him about the Norman case.
Mr. Holmes, the Norbury case, when you discovered that the man, the culprit, yes, the culprit, was left-handed, did you notice it immediately?
Well, my dear Judge Harper. The truth turned out to be elementary.
Let's go and find you a drink. Come on.
I think there's some drinks in the next room. Why don't we go and sort ourselves out?
Doctor, I need my calming tincture. My nerves are doing the Charleston.
Ruby, we've had this discussion many times. You're reducing your dose, remember?
But Sterling said that I needed it. He said that it made me manageable.
Yes, he liked his assets dependent.
Assets? What do you mean?
You, me, we're all assets to him. Assets he could manipulate and manage. Come on, Ruby, I'll see what I can find you.
Lady Grey, your son made a fortune of bloodshed from innocent men.
And you accepted every crate he sent.
I didn't know he was supplying the enemy.
You didn't ask. He knew you wouldn't have. He had papers. He had documents. Colonel, he had signed autos, invoices with your handwriting. And he kept everything.
Colonel Coleman, long time since I saw you, old chap.
By Jove, it's Major Watson. Fancy seeing you here, old chap. Lady Grey, this is Major Watson. Best damn medic I've ever served with in the war.
Mr. Watson, you never said you was a military man.
Were we all of some shape or form back then?
We did what we had to do.
Ah, I've been looking for you. We need a conversation about your debts.
What's that got to do with you? My business is with Sterling, not you.
So Sterling left it to me to find out everything, and I have all the proof I need.
I used them for my missionary work, and that's all.
No, you didn't. They were used at the casino. And I've got everything to bring you down.
Your threats don't scare me, Justin. You better be careful. Yeah.
What? You're supposed to be in the kitchen. This is no place for you.
But I'm arranging the flowers. They're drooping.
We're all drooping, Doug. We've had a long day.
You know, Sterling said Doug had a gift for growing special herbs. He also had a way of encouraging people, like how he encouraged me to make my dishes more addictive. Said it would keep the customers coming back.
But he said to me, Doug, if you double cross me, I will prune like a dead branch.
I will prove the two of yous if you don't get back to work.
Yes, right away, Mum.
Girls, wait for me, you're too quick. Come back here. Now you've been being good, keeping out of mischief, because I know you like to get up to mischief. Yeah? Your hair's very neat today. Oh, Mr. Holmes, pleasure to meet you. I'm Iris Ivory. I'm a long-time friend of the they certainly can be. They certainly keep me on my toes. I don't mind though. They remind me of me and their mother. We grew up together. And when she died, I felt it was my place to nurture them and make them feel loved.
Oh, sorry, Iris. I didn't see you there. Oh, we're not still mourning Amelia, are we? She's been dead for years. Let the dead stay buried.
Some wounds don't heal, especially when you know you died because of someone else's incompetence.
Oh, Amelia knew exactly the type of man that she was marrying. She wasn't as innocent as you make her out to be. Isn't it convenient that you remember exactly what you want to, Iris, and not what was actually reality?
Yes, she did. But she didn't condone it, and both me and you know that her death was not an accident.
Well, the accidents happen, Iris, especially around Stirling. Amelia knew that best than anybody.
And some accidents can look very much like opportunities, especially for you.
And what are you implying?
That you benefited greatly from Amelia's death, and even more from Stirling's.
Oh, well, accidents happen, and that's just how it is.
Well, Watson, you were right. This man had many enemies, and many, many reasons to want him dead.
You did say there was something that sparked your interest. I think we need to question more thoroughly to work out the true patriarch.
Yes. That storm's picking up pace. Well, I think we'd better go inside. Some more things I would like to investigate.
You mean we're stuck here? Yes. Doug said it'll take hours to clear. The river's burst its banks.
So we're trapped here then. Can this funeral just get any worse?
Everyone stay calm. The staff will take care of it. Off you go.
Well, I, for one, don't mind if we're stuck here. I don't often have people around me, and it's quite entertaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, any refreshments? Sir Stirling's finest is at your disposal.
Bourbon. Especially the best you've got. Something that will strip paint.
Of course.
Nothing alcoholic for me. Tea if you've got it. Chamomile. Something calming. Soothing.
Tea.
Thank you.
Understood.
Do you have anything experimental?
No.
Fermented, maybe?
No.
In that case, I'll concoct my own if you don't mind.
Of course, sir. Be my guest. Tea for the Reverend. Chamomile. One measure of Sir Stirling's finest.
Make it two, please.
Sir Stirling preferred moderation.
Sterling preferred profits, secrets, and blackmail.
Jessup, a single malt for me.
Of course, Colonel.
Colonel, are you okay? Something on your mind? You look like you're about to explode.
Your mouth, Russet, it never stops, does it?
Gentlemen, please. We'll just have some peace for once.
Well, if it's peace you want, you might as well go back to doing that humanitarian work.
That's exactly what I intend to do once we get out of here.
Oh, is that in Soho? I heard you spent a lot of time there.
Only because that's where my work takes me.
Work, is it? At least people know what I get up to, unlike all of you.
Honesty? You know nothing of honesty. I would not be insulted by a man who buys morals by the yard. Jessup, my drink. Need something strong to tolerate this company.
No visible wounds, no sign of violence, no struggle.
Jessup, go and get the doctor, quickly go!
Colonel Coleman's final drink. Still some residue. Almonds. Something metallic.
Right. What's the matter? Mulberry, out of the way. No pulse. No respiration. Pupils fixed and dilated. He's quite dead.
And this is the sauce.
Are you telling me this man was poisoned?
Could only the staff touch that bottle? But that narrows it down. Whoever did it, still in this room.
What is all this noise about? I can hear bellowing in the east wind.
Lady Sapphire, it's the Colonel. He's dead! He's
Don't, Ruby. Now just stop panicking. Take control here. Well, now we have two dead bodies to deal with. How perfectly Grey Manor. How unfortunate. In fact, in the history of this manor house, it's hardly remarkable. Grey Manor has stood for 3 centuries. It has seen rebellion, betrayal, and tragedies to make you pale. The house always eats its own.
Thank you all for staying. I need to ask you some questions if you don't mind. I'll show you what this matter's moving as swiftly as possible.
Jessup,
Yes, sir.
you poured the drinks.
I
Is that
did.
correct?
But tell me what everybody asked for.
But did you notice anything unusual? A scent, a residue?
No, sir. I just got the bottles from Sir Sterling's study and I put them on the table. Nothing in between. It was special, all right. It was especially lethal.
Are you insinuating that Jessup is responsible for this? No, Jessup is loyal. He is utterly loyal. And he would sooner drink poison than serve it. The Colonel was performed, but he was our form. And I will not have my staff brought into this circus.
Professor Mulberry, you may the drinks now.
Yes, but only to make my own concoction perfectly harmless. Well, mostly. It depends on the humidity, as well as the angle of ingestion, you see.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'd be a bit careful.
What about the reverend?
Yes, it's always been a bit.
What about me? My humanitarian work took me places I had to go.
Can't we all know that?
I had nothing to do with the Colonel's death. I accepted my donations.
So, was he definitely poisoned by the decanter? At this point, I don't know who or why.
Dr. Chestnut, I would like your medical opinion.
Of course.
What do you make of this residue?
Almonds. Faint metallic smell. Smells like could have been derived from plants. Quite potent in the right concentration. I think anybody with a knowledge of botany could have done it.
But how could they know that the Colonel would choose that particular drink? It seems unlikely that it was the intended target.
So, you mean any of us could have been the target?
I'm not sitting here being a target. Can we leave?
You haven't got a choice. The storm is here. You've got to stay whether you like it or not.
The Colonel's death was deliberate. The decanter was brought out of the wake with malt in it, the Colonel's drink of choice. One of you has poisoned the Colonel. The question is who? Come along.
time or the place for this conversation.
It never is with you.
Are you going to polish your alibi, Jessup? You saw Sterling the night he died. You are mistaken. You begged him for money, and when he wouldn't help you, you said, and I quote, "I'll end you if you don't help me."
Playing a very dangerous game.
I am not playing games. I am trying to figure out, not just my lines, but what happened to Sir Sterling. We have a famous detective for that, not a stupid hired help like you. You need to be careful. Is that a threat? You bet it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Colonel body has been removed to a secure room. Until Mr. Holmes completes his investigation, you all remain under suspicion. We need to ask you some questions to establish your movements at the time of the incident.
Miss Ivory, you were so shocked at the Colonel's death, and I would like to know why.
Well, he's a lovely man. I've known him for years. He was always there to talk to if I needed somebody. I can't quite believe that he's dead.
And what was it that made you realise something was wrong?
When I went to go and talk to him to see if he was all right, and when I got there, it was all slumped over. I can't quite believe it.
Miss Nancy, you were governess to the children. Did you or the children see anything unusual?
There was a lot of talk about what the Colonel said at Sir Sterling's funeral. I don't think many people expected that. I've always seen him walking around the manor, in his own world. I think his mind was still inclined around the end.
Holmes, I think she might be honest with me here. The Colonel was not as I remember him either.
Yes, points well made, Watson. Let's bring in the next group. You're free to go. Miss Ruby Red. Judge Harper, and of course, Lady Sapphire. Let's start with you, Lady Sapphire. You argued with the Colonel over Wake. What was that about?
Well, Sherlock, he accused my husband of betraying him. You see, he ruined the memory of my beloved public claim. I couldn't let that slide. You see, all he's ever done is support the Colonel's endeavours, and this is how he repays him.
She has a point.
He did look furious, Mr. Holmes. Positively volcanic. The Colonel was not happy at all.
And you look intoxicated as usual, Ruby. Are we feeling okay?
I was medicated. There's a difference.
Yes, that's something I'm very interested in, Ruby. It is of my understanding that you take a tincture of opiates supplied by Sir Sterling himself. Why do you take them?
He said they kept me calm and that I needed to take them.
He said that to all of us, my dear. Sterling believed dependency was a true form of loyalty.
Holmes, how could the killer have known that the Colonel was going to choose that particular drink and that no one else would be killed? It was ante canto. Very risky.
The killer knew that nobody else would drink that drink. It required knowledge of the Colonel's movements. It was planned. Planned, Watson. They knew nobody else would drink it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me. Shall I fetch Mulberry?
Yes, very well. Mulberry.
Professor Mulberry, your scientific experiments are known for their unpredictability. Tell me, what were you doing by the drinks cabinet?
Why, the drinks cabinet? Watson, I was in it. Well, literally in it, that'd be absurd, although I have hidden in smaller places during experiments. Oh, but no. There I was, mixing guessing, experimenting, fascinating results, by the way. The Colonel's stress photos were practically visible.
Stop dancing around the topic, Mulberry. You had time to tamper with the drink.
Tampered? No. Enhance? Possibly. That's only my own drink.
Professor, did you see anything that might help us solve this?
I saw many things. I've seen whispers, glances, hands where hands should not be. This house is practically humming with intent, but I can't be sure that's of any use to you.
John, there is a call for you from Scotland Yard.
Homes are better take this.
Very well.
Part-time.
Well, thank you, Mulberry, for coming down and answering some questions. But I'm still no further on. But your contributions have been illuminating.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jessup, I can hear you breathing from here. You have a very distinctive rhythm.
Aren't you the last man to see Sir Sterling alive?
I'm the last man that many people see before they die. It's the nature of my profession.
Talking of your profession, I don't think some of the things you do at the asylum are at all professional.
Ah, so Sterling talked, did he?
He told me everything. All about the treatments, the use of restraints, the ice baths, the surgeries. It's because my son's here. Hi. The surgeries without anaesthetic.
Jessup, Jessup. You only suspect. You actually don't have any proof. And suspicion, Jessup, is remarkably like an infection. It spreads. Unless somebody's willing to deal with it. And I'm certainly a man that can wield a knife.
Ladies and gentlemen, we stand upon a precipice. A murderer walks among us, and like all predators cornered by circumstance, they may strike again. Got to go.
Tis. It's a suit of armour. It don't lunge and it don't leap. It leapt.
Well, they do say there are stories about this place. Very grim stories.
Well, my grandma used to work here, and she says that when she walked down the hall, she could hear footsteps. But when she looked, there was nobody there.
I heard something similar. I heard that people see things being thrown across the corridor and hear things being whispered in their ears.
Yes, sounds atmospheric. But look, hey, there are loose bolts here.
Huh? So, you're saying, Mr. Holmes, that apparently the ghost knocked over the armour?
If it did, it was a remarkably handy spirit.
So it was meant to fall?
No. The armour was kept upright by a single rear support. Remove it and it does not fall down immediately. It waits until Mrs. Tibbs. She walks through the corridor. Your steps was enough to disturb the armour and crash in the corridor. It was not Mrs. Tibbs that was chosen as a target. It was the corridor. See? That's it.
Oh my God! You are just like they say in the papers I read about all of the novels that you and Mr. Watson publish.
Who would do such a thing?
Yes, I am not quite sure. I will try and discover the connection, but right now, I cannot work it out.
Doug, are you alright for cleaning this mess up?
I suppose. It's part of my daily job, clearing up after this lot.
It was 2 inches. 2 inches!
Well,
And
when it's your time, old girl, it's your time.
really bothered you.
Well, Watson, what is Scotland Yard?
They can't get any orders until tomorrow. The storm's created a flood across the board. Until the water subsides, they can't reach us. Guess we're on our own now.
They display armour, in plain sight. Who would set such a thing up?
Maybe it was a prayer by the children.
No, it doesn't make sense. The house is locked down and there's heightened anxiety. Whoever did this is intelligent. Watson, my mind is like a racing engine, tearing itself to pieces. But I'm worrying, if I do not make any connections soon, we may have to wait until there's another incident before I work this out.
I think maybe it's better to sleep on it. Look fresh in the morning.
Very well.
Well, look who's wanted in. The man of the hour.
Holmes has some questions for you, Jessup, and it's looking like you're the suspect.
I mean, you were the one that poured the drink after all, Jessup.
I didn't do anything to the drink.
Of course you didn't. Everybody likes to plead their innocence.
Everyone knew how loyal you were to Sterling. You'd do anything for him. The Colonel stopped speaking up, and next he's dead as a dodo.
You're all just trying to frame me. Frame you? You're doing a fine, good, damn job of that yourself. Enough! Let's talk about this, shall we? The secrets and lies. What Sir Sterling told me before he died. You took money from the church, and he found the ledgers. He was going to bring you down. And you begged for money. But when he wouldn't help you, you were like, I'll end you. Evil. And you! I just don't know where to start with you.
I tell you what, would you like a little arsenic chaser? Might help the nerves.
No! You and your asylum treatment. He knew everything. He had your number.
Yes, he probably did. But then Sir Sterling was a complex man. I have a lovely bottle of brandy in my room.
You all have motive. I don't know if any of you have alibis. You're only good for one thing, and that is just cleaning up other people's messes.
Yeah. Anyway, that brandy is calling. Reverend? Was it? Care to join me?
Boy.
That's all I ever do. Oh, Amelia. I'm sorry. I should have left this place years ago.
Marge, come on, you're missing the beauty of this moment. Don't touch him. But I want to prod the soft tissue. No, don't touch him.
Good God, it's Jessup. What on earth happened here?
It's nothing to do with us. We just found him like this. Dear Watson, you're a medical man. Do you mind if I take some samples of his brain fluid? Only it's a bit hard to come by these days.
I think perhaps not. Maybe you can keep the guest clear of the area for a while.
Very well. Well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
I will.
Come on.
Watson, look. The gramophone. It's still playing. Just listening to music. Moments before he died. Yes, see, Jessup, he was, the man could be set on a timer. And that type of predictability could be an asset. See, he stood. Right here. In the doorway. And look, his soul. The right soul is covered with dust, but the left is clean. Which means, when he was stood here, he turned to see somebody in the doorway.
He spoke to someone before he died. We've got to find out who that was.
And look, the fail-safe hook. It's not engaged.
Something shaking it loose?
No. The hook is there in case the main chain snaps, which means there's a secondary mechanism.
So, someone stood here and pulled the rope like a pantomime villain?
No! Oh, it's got to be around here somewhere, Watson. Old estates favour counterweights. They run through the walls, in cavities. Watson, you're useless. It's got to be around here somewhere. Ah! The killer stood in the doorway, faced Jessup, and timed it perfectly. He killed him with just a flick of a finger.
So, premeditated then. It would have taken considerable strength and knowledge of the system to pull off that hinge.
Certainly. Whoever did this knew about the chandeliers and the house and the estate. But this killing, it's different to the other. It's almost like there's two killers at work. threatens publicly to expose Grey's armed dealings. He drinks, and then he dies. Quietly.
When Jessup threatened exposure, the killer couldn't have a second loose end. Each of you are receiving end of one of those threats.
Jessup was just like an old woman. It was always moaning about something.
Yes, isn't that true?
This dossier contains evidence against you all, and I need you all to have the motive to kill him. Reverend Moss, it says here that there's evidence that you misappropriated mission funds. The same mission that Colonel Connor's regiment protected during the Civil War.
That's a lie. My work was critically acclaimed. I will know about these prizes for my work.
Absolutely.
The last time I saw Jessup, he was very much alive. These two can confirm that.
Absolutely.
Miss Russet, it is very well known that you and Jessup argue frequently.
Just had a copy of this dossier, proving that you were embezzling from the Grey estate long before Sir Sterling died.
He was a vulture. He's clearly trying to set me up.
Dr. Chestnut. The dossier also details the ice bath treatments at your asylum and the 3 unexplained cardiac arrests last year. Care to explain?
Watson, you're a man of science like myself. You understand that progress requires courage. Jessup didn't understand that. He was just a parasite. My work requires a certain type of detachment.
Yes, your detachment is profound. And do I detect a scent of carbolic acid?
Really, Holmes? Has it come to this? Because I wear soap, I'm a killer. I've had enough of this. It's an absolute charade.
Jessup threatened each of you with exposure, and one of you has just revealed more than you intended. Bring me the next group. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Please come through your...
Mr. Holmes, Mr. Watson.
Doug, please, take a seat.
Certainly.
You present yourself as a practical man, quiet, functional. Your hands. They bear faint score marks from consistently handling tension cord. Your job is to service the chandelier, and you did so last week, correct?
Yes, because it is my responsibility.
And yet, the failsafe was removed, conveniently by someone that would go unnoticed.
That hook was in place when I checked it. I swear, I didn't do nothing. I just do as I'm told.
I'm also aware that your knowledge of plants and botany is quite remarkable, and you distill an array of plants in the greenhouse for Panhandle.
Indeed I do, but it's only for Panhandle to help with his career.
What did you argue with Jessup before the funeral?
But how did you know about that, Mr. Holmes? It was just a misunderstanding, that's all.
This misunderstanding. It's about Miss Ruby Red, wasn't it?
Perhaps.
You were supplying her and all her socialite friends an opiate-based substance. Yes, I found out, didn't he? Threatened you. Stop the supply, or you'd lose your job. Isn't that right?
Yes, it is, Mr. Watson.
Jessup threatened to expose you, relieve you of your income, your little empire, everything you built up. Tell me, Doug, what do men like you do when they have nothing left? You're not a planner. You don't think in grand designs. You think in moments.
Right, listen here, Mr. Holmes. You know absolutely nothing about me.
I know men like you don't walk away from things like that quietly.
I admit, I walked away. I left him there, that's all.
Yes, you left him there.
Yeah, I admit, I didn't like the guy, because he always made me feel like small, like I didn't even exist.
Well, if it wasn't you, Doug, then who was it?
I have no clue, Mr. Holmes or Mr. Watson.
I still say it's completely inappropriate to hold a dinner party tonight.
Well, it's not really inappropriate, it's more like an opportunity.
People still have to eat, you know.
Exactly, great chefs must seize the moment.
You cannot let a perfectly good tragedy spoil a meal. What?
This is a launch of my future.
Your future?
The restaurant in London.
You're opening a restaurant!
Well, when tonight's guests taste my food, they'll realise my genius.
Yes, but we did that last time, and what happened? We was all sick for a week.
I told you that was an experimental dish. I've made with too many herbs.
Well, if your genius involves pure explosions tonight, I'll be grateful.
I promise it will be perfect.
In a house with a murderer.
Especially in the house of a murderer.
Nothing sharpens the appetite like danger.
I wish Mr. Holmes would hurry up and solve it.
Don't you worry. He will. He only has to look at your socks. And he knows all your secrets.
Well, I've had a few observations myself.
Who do you think it is then?
Well, there's Rustic to start.
Oh, she's the shouty one and she's my daughter, so I should know.
Well, speculating about murder won't solve anything. So I suggest we all crack on and we all get back to work.
If we must cover the whole.
You two shouldn't even be in here. Mother says this whole house will be mine soon. All of it. Neither of you will get anything.
We don't want your house or your stupid money.
You want them when you're older, but you won't get them. Mother says you're just temporary.
Fascinating choice of words. Temporary.
Mr. Holmes, we were just...
We heard your mother talking about the will, that you'll get everything unless the truth comes out.
The truth. Now that is something I'd really like to find out, girls.
The truth about the air, the real one. Secrets always fall out, like teeth.
The air. What is this air you're speaking of, girl?
Well,
Really,
see?
Holmes? Interrogating children, has it come to this?
There you all are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Off you all go. Mrs. Sutton has your supper ready in the dining room.
Nancy, the girls. I think they're talking about the real air. Do you know anything about the real air?
Oh, the girls do love to tease Henry. It's probably just that. Unfortunately for him, he falls for it every single time. Is there anything else? I just need to go check on them.
Victorian-era to do carry on. So do you think this real air is connected to Jessup's death?
I have no idea, Watson. Jessup was Grey's fixer, sorted everything. But now, I have a feeling that something bad's about to happen. It throws a whole new possibility into the mix. Come on, Watson, to the drawing room.
Dinner's cooking already. Yeah, you know, is this the 82 or the Call the Coroner special? I can never quite tell in this house.
Sterling always did believe in the best, even if the situation is unconventional.
That's absolutely true, Judge.
Well, my husband believed in maintaining standards, Judge.
Maintaining standards or maintaining control? Which rats here, in this manner, with 2 corpses and a murderer?
Stress levels are peaking. Collective sedative, anybody?
We don't need any more of your therapy, Doctor.
Absolutely not.
I'm trying to help. Sapphire, I overheard the twins talking in a playroom about a will and a real heir. They said Sterling had another child. I'm telling you, I know the difference between a performance and a truth.
And when did you become such an expert on the truth, Ruby? You've spent your entire career failing to find it on a stage. Other children are talking nonsense.
My career has been distinguished. I've graced the finest.
You have graced the finest only because Sterling paid the theatre owners to keep the curtains open, Ruby. You're a vanity project, a charity case in a silk dress. Do not presume to lecture me on what is real in this house.
Regardless of Ruby's questionable talent, if there is a question about the heir, then we should know about it because it's on the documents that I signed for our shipping firm.
My son was a man of his word. He was a pillar of the Grey lineage, and whatever promises he made to this circle of people, whether it's final, financial, or otherwise, they will be met. The Grey Manor, the estate. My son, it has survived 3 centuries of upheaval, and it will not be brought down by nursery gossip. His legacy is one of honour.
Honour? Is that what we're calling the grease that kept your wheels turning? I look around this room and I don't see friends. I see leeches, every single one of you. I don't see people who've asked once how Henry is doing, or how I'm faring for that matter. All you are concerned with is whether the tap of Sterling's money is turned off. Isn't that correct, everybody?
Now, Sapphire, please be reasonable. My research and my work require certain conditions. Sterling understood that. That's why he gave me privacy.
Are you talking about your experimentations?
Of course, but it's progress.
Oh, you mean the unethical butcher work you've been performing in that basement lab of yours? You think Sterling supported that out of love for science? No, Chestnut! He supported it because he owned you! Now do you understand?
Gentlemen, please. We're here to mourn.
Mon! You're all here to loot! You want to know about the real heir, everybody? You want to know about your deals? Fine. Let's settle this speculation at once and for all. Judge Harper, you have the will. Why don't you read it?
Lady Sapphire, this is completely unethical. The papers haven't been processed, and the seals are...
The seals are exactly where Sterling put them after he sought my advice on how to handle these leeches. He sought my advice on every line, every word. Read it, Judge, or I'll tell everybody in this room what Sterling found in your office safe last spring.
Very well, if you insist. I take it everybody is present. Here's some. I, Sterling Grey, being of sound mind and weary heart, do hereby declare my but to keep you speaking of the Grey family secrets. That funding is hereby revoked. May you finally find a role that you can play, perhaps as a pauper.
You can't. You promised me I'd have the lead in the winter season.
Dr. Chestnut, your medical experimentation. I have kept the records of your failures. They are currently being delivered to the medical board. You will never hold a scalpel again, unless it's in a prison infirmary.
I was doing it for him.
Reverend Moss,
Aye.
the parish land that you believe is yours was collateral for your gambling debts, which I purchased. I am calling in that debt. The church is now Grey Manor property, and you are a shepherd without a flock.
You can't evict me from a church. Only God can judge me.
Regarding the succession, as the eldest male, Henry Grey is the sole beneficiary of the Grey fortune. The twins, being younger and of secondary rank, shall receive nothing but a modest educational fund to be managed by their grandmother.
What's me? What about me? Surely my son provided for his mother.
To my mother, Lady Grey, I leave the manor house for the duration of your life, provided you never speak another word of family honour. You shall still have a seat on the board, but no access to the liquid assets. You are a guest in your own home. Everything else, the holding, the land, the power, I leave to my wife Sapphire. She is the only one who truly understood the weight of my crown.
And there you have it. You see, Sterling sought my advice. And I told him, the house cannot stand if it is infested with vermin. He knew this best than anybody. And he knew I'd be the one to sweep the floors clean.
Sapphire, the girls of Grey's, aren't they? They deserve better than this. They deserve a proper place in this house.
They are an inconvenience, and one that I had to put up with for way too long. The meal is over. I suggest you all start packing. The morning will bring the police, the bailiffs, and the end of your lives as you know them. Now get out!
I will not be turned out of my own home. I will not be treated this way.
I will not allow you to cut the girls off from their birthrights. Their mother Amelia may not have been able to stop you, but I will find a way.
Amelia was weak. She couldn't handle the truth. None of you can.
You've been driving Sterling along this whole time, ensuring that you are the one set to gain everything.
And so what if I have? I'm his wife, and Henry and I deserve it. I've worked hard to get to where I am, and I'm not about to lose it over to some sentimentality.
You seem to forget I control half of the business. So if you think you're going to get your own way, you would better think again.
No, you grow weaker each and every year, you old woman. And now you don't have Jessup to do your bidding, do you? I'd be careful if I were you. Accidents happen, as you all know.
Yes, and accidents are your speciality.
The children would like to know if we can go play in the cellars.
Oh, here she is, everybody. The little stray. Now tell me, child, did Amelia ever tell you who your father was? Your real father?
Lady Sapphire, that is enough.
But
against his own bloodline. You stopped him from providing for his children, the twins, and for Nancy.
Everything should be for me and my son. Not for strays, not for Sterling's mistakes over there, and certainly not for Amelia's creepy little kids.
Why, you...
Oh, there she is, everybody! The real Lady Grey! I wondered how long it would take for the mask to slip. I hold every card now, and you didn't even see it coming. I'm the lady of the manor now.
It isn't true. It can't be true. I'm nobody. I'm nothing.
Nancy, listen to me. You are not a nobody.
You lied to me. All of you. All of these years. You let me believe I was just a servant. Just a burden.
I was trying to protect you.
Protect me. By hiding who I am. By letting her call me a mistake.
Nancy, look at me. Lady Grey did protect you. She protected the twins in everything that Sapphire tried to destroy.
Iris, you understand?
I didn't, but I do now. She begged you to keep Nancy safe, so you did.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because knowing the truth would have put you in grave danger. Sterling had enemies. Amelia, she had enemies. And Sapphire, she would have destroyed you.
Come on, Nancy, let's go.
This is unseemly, Sapphire. That theatrical reading of yours. I am not a man to be trifled with.
And yet, here you are, Moss, in my private study. And now that Grey's even the most liberal of eyebrows.
I've spent 40 years building my reputation. It spans continents. I have no Peace Prize to my name. Do you believe the word of a dead man is enough to affect what I've done in my world?
You're talking of a lifetime of service funded by us, Reverend. You see, Sterling didn't just guess at your debts. He bought the markers. I still own the clandestine guild receipts from the East End.
Shut your mouth, Sapphire. I'm not a man you want to mess with. You will find yourself at war with the church, and that is not a war you will win.
A bold play, Reverend. You're banking on the world being too polite to know that you're a fraud.
You best watch your back. Something's coming. See those land papers on my desk by dawn. There will be trouble.
The Reverend is a fool. But he is a half fool, I guess. You and I, Sapphire, we both know it's only what's in that ledger that matters. No need to worry about the church or any of that nonsense.
Though you seem remarkably calm for a man whose career that was just pronounced dead by the judge.
Dead. Sterling was a sentimentalist. He wants to punish me fine. That research is not a sham. Here it is, 80% complete. All I need, 6 months in the West Wing. That laboratory, one that's not under government surveillance.
And tell me, why should I do that for you?
It would make us very rich indeed, Sapphire. And I know that's what's important to you. Aside from that, I have been in touch with the Germans. They want the formula. And if I disappear, that disappears with me. You'll have nothing but paper. Useless.
consent of the gross of the estate, and you sign over a full confession regarding the previous fraud to be held in my safe as insurance.
I wouldn't push your luck, Sapphire. I'm not afraid to use that formula on you or this house. It's 50-50, and I want that lab opening tonight. I work best when the house is in chaos.
50-50. But if you so much as sneeze to the Germans without my approval, I'll hand that confession to Sherlock Holmes myself.
Pleasure doing business with a realist, Sapphire.
You absolute cold-hearted bitch. You think you can just flip a switch and turn me into a pauper? I helped Sterling build that shipping line. I handled the unpleasantries while you was playing Lady of the Manor. I knew about all those ledgers. You probably helped him to cook them.
No, Beatrice. I helped him document them. There's a difference. You see, you took too much from the till, and you expected Sterling not to notice. You were too greedy.
I'll kill you, Sapphire! I swear to God! You will not live to see the probate. I will burn this house down with you and that brat Henry in it before I let you hand me over to the board.
Threatening a widow in her own home, Beatrice. I'd be careful. There's already 2 bodies in this house tonight, and I'm sure the police will look twice if there was a third, if it was in self-defense.
You think you've won? Everyone in this house wants you dead. Sleep with one eye open, Sapphire, because I am not leaving Grey Manor until I see you bleed.
I've had quite enough for one night.
Lady Sapphire! Lady Sapphire! It's gone at 9:30. The children are asking for you. The door is locked.
Mrs. Hudson, whatever's the matter?
It's Lady Sapphire. She never locks the door. I can see the key through the door hole, and she won't answer the door.
Stand aside, Mrs. Hudson. There is not a lock that I cannot unpick.
So sorry, Lady Sapphire. Your children have been asking for you. Oh my God!
Good God! She's gone, Holmes. Cold. The blow was delivered with such immense force, it probably severed her spine.
The key in the lock. The door was bolted from the inside. The windows. The latches. They're locked too. A sealed box. A physical impossibility. One glass. Bourbon. One sponge cake. Half eaten.
Do you
mean anything.
The logic is there, Lady Grey. I simply need to strip away the noise.
Oh, I see. The logic is there, is it? From where I'm standing, you look bewildered. The great Sherlock Holmes has been defeated by a pair of rusty garden shears. It's almost poetic. Grey Manor has beat you, Mr. Holmes, hasn't it?
Beaten? You think the manor has beaten me? The great Sherlock Holmes? No! You think because the killer has played a discordant note that I cannot hear the melody of the crime? This killing is very personal. It's obvious. The logic. Watson. The logic. It's fractured. The clues, they're screaming at each other, and none of them are speaking the same language.
Please, I think you should calm down.
I will not calm down. I'm surrounded by liars and corpses. And the only person who knew anything is pinned to her desk like a specimen. I will find the killer, Lady Grey. And when I do, I will pull the thread until the entire house of cards falls upon all of your heads. Now get out! All of you! I say get out!
This house is out of control. Sherlock, you've gone mad.
Yes, I know. I've seen many men in states like that. Unfortunately, what happens when the mind breaks? I have a very good description. Maybe Watson, he would like a very large dose.
Something you do it. For sure.
Yes. Talking about you.
Yes. When I arrived at Grey Manor, it was believed that I was brought here to answer a single question. Who killed Sir Sterling Grey?
And as yet, Mr. Holmes, I've not had one answer to that very question. Is that something you have deduced?
Let's start with the beginning of the events, with Colonel Coleman. At the beginning of the wake, his outbursts about Sir Sterling Grey's arms dealings was quite volatile, and I have a feeling that none of you were expecting that.
Yes, we agree with you there.
He has a loose mouth. Personal guilt was getting the better of him. He needed putting back in his box, but I just was not expecting him to be murdered.
The person who did it was taking a very calculated risk. Anyone in this room could have been killed. How could the killer ensure that only the colonel will drink from that decanter?
Indeed, Watson. So let us remember at who handled the decanter.
Do you have anything experimental?
No.
Fermented, maybe?
No.
Well, in that case, I'll concoct my own if you don't mind.
Of course, sir. Be my guest.
So Mulberry handed the decanter as well as Jessup. And seeing as Jessup died next, surely we have to discount him.
How, Reverend, I can kill a man in more ways than you can imagine. Difference is, I want the credit, not for it to be all quiet and unnoticed.
Yes, but if we do remember, somebody else earlier in the day was already there.
Doug! You're supposed to be in the kitchen. This is no place for you.
I'm arranging the flowers, man. They're drooping.
We're all dripping. Doug, it's been a long, long day.
You know, Sir Sterling said that Doug had a gift for growing special herbs. I distinctly remember a conversation about certain herbs for special clients.
The poison that killed the colonel was cyanide. Anyone with an in-depth knowledge of plants could easily add to the decanter. Doug had a perfect opportunity.
What? You think it was me?
That is the question that's been bothering me too. What on earth could you have done to warrant you to kill the colonel? That is when I realised my mistake. Once I've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Then reveal the truth, for heaven's sake.
The person who killed Colonel Coleman was Sir Sterling Grey.
What?
How is that even possible?
He died simply because he chose the wrong drink. Sir Sterling had enemies, and he kept a decanter in his study for certain situations. And at the wake, that decanter was brought out by accident. The Colonel simply died of misfortune.
Really? So, what's this all been about then?
Yeah,
Good point.
So we've been tearing each other apart for absolutely nothing.
Not nothing, because Jessup almost certainly was murdered. His death required knowledge of the chandelier system and of his personal habits and rituals.
I thought we established that everyone in this room is voted to kill Jessup. I'm sure the question was who. I hate how you...
Question should be on why, not who.
I guess Jessup did have his fingers in a lot of pies over the years. I do know his one regret was Amelia. He never meant for her to get caught, but I do know he felt a lot of guilt for her being in the crossfire.
Jessup didn't actually kill Amelia, but he did feel responsible for her. Everyone in the family loved Amelia.
We certainly did.
We just had to bury her in more ways than one.
Absolutely.
Jessup's death took meticulous planning and organisation. With a lot of people in the house, the risk was high. What was needed was a distraction, long enough for the chandelier to be set up.
Well, we certainly had plenty of those.
Indeed, we did, Doctor.
And as you know, or don't, the falling armour was the perfect distraction. Long enough to keep us scurrying over to Mrs. Tibbs.
So that must rule out Doug because he wasn't there at the time.
Told you it wasn't me.
Are you sure about this, Holmes?
Absolutely. It was cold and calculated.
But if Colonel Coleman's death was an accident, how would Jessup's killers known that?
That is a good question, Nancy. But they wouldn't have known. They saw it as perfect cover to carry out their plan.
But the nature of Sapphire's death was different. Surely the killer could not be the same.
So you're telling me we got two killers then?
What?
Please enlighten us.
Well, hurry up and tell us who killed Sterling Grey. I think I deserve to know because he wasn't for my career.
Indeed.
If you know who killed my son out of these people here, then tell me now, because my patience is wearing considerably thin.
Very well. most people to see the patterns. Perception often distorts reality, and hindsight's a wonderful thing. But Lady Grey, the answer to your question is Sir Sterling Grey died only of natural causes.
Tell you what, Holmes, I didn't see that one coming.
I don't either.
No.
Didn't you, Mulberry? Why don't we remember the dinner party?
Maud, you're here to loot. You want to know about the real heir. You want to know about your deals. Fine. Let's settle this speculation once and for all. Judge Harker, you have the will. Why don't you read it?
Lady Sapphire, this is totally irregular. The papers haven't been processed, and the seal is...
The seals are exactly where Sterling put them after he sought my advice on how to handle the leeches. He sought my advice on every line, every word. Read it, Judge, or I'll tell everybody in here what Sterling found in your office safe last spring.
Okay, if you insist. Everything else, the holding, the land, the power, I leave to my wife Sapphire. She is the only one who truly understood the weight of my crown.
So you're saying that Sapphire orchestrated the whole thing? I knew she was callous, but not just that much.
Almost, Russet, except for a few small details. Sir Sterling Grey was gravely ill, and I found a letter confirming the diagnosis in his study. He wanted to end things on his own terms, and that included the business dealings as well.
Why didn't he tell me? I would have been there for him, to care for him.
Maybe he did it to spare you the trauma.
Well, that's also Sterling Grey, but what about the impossible murder?
Indeed.
Lady Sapphire, pinned to her desk in a locked room. However could that happen, Sherlock?
Well, I actually have figured this out, as I know you have. Why don't you show everybody how it was done?
Oh, really? I get to reveal the answer? How brilliant! How brilliant!
Questions on.
You see, it was the secret passage. There are loads of them in this house. I use them all the time in my experiments. I just didn't know there was one leading to her room, though. Not until I went snooping after in the morning.
There are some people who know about these passages, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're saying that someone went into her room and stabbed her? Mr. Holmes, who are these two killers?
There is only one killer.
Oh,
Just humour me for a little while longer.
This will be good.
You see, when I went into Sapphire's room, I scoured every inch looking for evidence, and I found none. Except for a small piece of gold next to her body. I left it, and I sat in the room, and I couldn't understand why. Until all of you left the room. And then I noticed that that piece of gold was gone. Your left earring is missing a piece, I believe. Iris.
What?
Sweet Jesus, Mary and Joseph and the donkey that took it to Bethlehem.
Because you killed Jessup. You used the chandelier to crush him, like the family secrets crushed Amelia. It took precision planning, but you let your emotions get the better of you.
Yes. Yes, I killed Jessup, but if it wasn't for him, Amelia would still be alive. And when the will was read, I took the shears and I went through that passage. Sapphire was poisoned. She was going to leave Nancy and the children with nothing.
Iris, what on earth was you thinking about? I had the children's interest in hand. I would never have let them suffer.
Well, I didn't know I could trust you until the will was read. Sapphire, Jessup deserved to die.
the will was read, I just had to do what I needed to.
But you didn't act alone, did you? Pardon? You had somebody else to help you along every step of the way. Somebody who nobody would have expected. And until now, until that gold was removed, I couldn't understand why. Why did you do it, John? Why did you help her escape?
Dr. Watson, did you get all the information I sent to you about the Grey family? Will it be enough to take Joseph down for Amelia's death?
Yes, I did, but I'm afraid we're not going to be able to help you.
But he killed my best friend. He has to be held accountable.
I am sorry, Miss Ivory, but the Grey family, they have connections far and wide, from the Metropolitan Police to the justice system. They have that many people in their pockets, it'd just be completely buried.
Well, is there nothing that I could do?
I'm afraid not. Much too dangerous for you.
I thought you were better than this. I thought you cared. It looks like the books are wrong and the brains lie with Sherlock Holmes after all. Thanks for nothing.
Brains lie with Sherlock indeed. I made Sherlock Holmes, and I'm sick of being second best. Without me being nothing, why shouldn't I get some of the credit? Maybe this is the opportunity I've been waiting for. Miss Ivory, wait. We gathered the information about Jessup, his rituals, and the perfect plan was born. Iris and Sylvie got invited to the funeral. We didn't know the colonel was killed. We just capitalised on the chaos it caused.
We didn't actually know there was another killer, but when we heard, we just ran with it. To be clear though, John just came up with the distractions and the ideas.
I trusted you. Beyond logic, beyond reason. You weren't just my chronicle, Watson. You were my friend.
Friend. Friends don't act like you do, Sherlock. Give you a challenge. Isn't that what you always wanted? You pride yourself on seeing the patterns that others miss. And yet, time and time again, you forget about the humans involved. You trust the law. You trust the puzzles. You trust the neat, clean conclusions.
And you forget everything that really mattered. John gave me the chance I needed to do the right thing. Sapphire wasn't part of the plan, but when the will was read, I just saw anger and I did what I needed to do. I have no regrets.
I helped Iris plan and orchestrate the whole thing. From the funeral, phone call, the armour, even removing the piece of evidence that linked him to her. Do you feel it, Sherlock? A sting of disbelief that the game was never yours to control. The clues, the chaos, the opportunity, all led to me. You are blind and predictable. And remember this. Every story, every case I wrote, every account of the so-called legend, I made you, Sherlock Holmes. I made you the man the world worships. I fed your ego, polished your brilliance, and let the world believe it was all your doing.
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo, Watson. I admit, I missed the subtle clues at first. A hand on the arm of the wake. The familiar manner in which Iris called you John, not Watson, when the call came from Scotland Yard. Except there was no call, was there? That was just your way of ensuring that the chandelier could be set up. But we've been on so many cases together. So many cases. You knew I couldn't resist a puzzle. Oh, Watson. Every step, every misdirection. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. If only that gold was left there, then maybe I would have never known.
How does it feel, Sherlock? When even right mind to be fooled by the man you trusted the most.
I think we ought to remember that even a friend can write a false ending. So here we have it. The first death was of natural causes. The second, a tragic accident. The third was planned to perfection. The fourth was messy and born of passion. But that was your downfall. I'm afraid, despite all of this incredible work, Watson, the truth has turned out to be elementary.